Hello everyone, today I'm so excited to teach you how to create cardboard city sculptures. First, let's talk about our supplies. We're going to start with a main piece of cardboard. The size doesn't really matter. This is 8 by 9 inches. And then you're going to have some extra pieces of cardboard off to the side that you can cut shapes out of. Then you'll need some oil pastels. You'll also need a pencil, some scissors, some glue, and some black paint. I'm using acrylic paint and a paintbrush. So those are our supplies. Make sure you've got everything gathered and we'll get started. I'll teach you how to create your own low relief sculpture out of cardboard. It's going to be pretty cool. So first of all, you're going to decide what type of design you want to use. What are you going to create? What type of building or shapes will you be creating? And you always want to start in the background of whatever you're creating. So I'm going to think about what's going to be behind my main part of the sculpture. In this case, I'm going to create some mountains in the background. So that's going to be what I work on first. So I'm going to draw my mountains on this piece of cardboard all the way across. And once I have my sketch on there, I can go ahead and cut out my mountains or whatever it is that you have in your background. You can go ahead and cut that out. So we start with the background pieces, the background details. We draw them, we cut them out, we glue them on, and then we work our way forward into the foreground. So you can watch that process as I go through and work to create my city sculpture. Okay, I've got my first background piece on. Now I'm going to keep working, keep moving forward and do my next piece. Now, anything that's going to be underneath the main part of your sculpture will need to go on first. So right now I'm creating the ground or the little hill that my little log cabin will be sitting on. So I'm cutting that out. I'm going to find a place to put it and then I'm going to glue it on. Now that I've got my two main background pieces on, I'm ready for the main part of my sculpture, the structure. So I'm going to go ahead and measure, decide what I'm making, make sure my cardboard piece is the right size, and then I'm just going to start cutting. You can draw on there first if you need to, or if it's just a basic shape like a square, you can just cut it out. Now I want to teach you something really cool about cardboard. If you're using what's called corrugated cardboard, it has little bumps in it so you can kind of feel them. Well, guess what happens when you peel back the top layer of thin paper on the cardboard? You start to reveal those little bumps. Look at this. Look how cool that texture is. I'm going to peel back this layer of paper on mine and reveal those little bumps, and it's going to create the logs on my log cabin. I'm going to use that for extra texture. So if you want to try that, if you have something in your sculpture that needs to have a little bit of extra texture, maybe trees, maybe your building, whatever you want to use it for, you can peel back that top layer of paper and create more texture. Now, the paper can be a little difficult to peel off, so you can either lightly spray it with water from a spray bottle, or I'm just lightly dipping my paintbrush into some water. And I'm tapping off most of the excess water and just using a little bit of a damp brush to get the top layer of paper wet. Once it's wet, it's really easy to peel off. Now don't get it too wet because you don't want it soaking all the way through the cardboard. You just want it getting on that top layer of paper. And then you can use your finger or a pencil to kind of scrape that layer of paper off. So I've got the base of my structure done. Look at that cool texture. Now I'm ready to create the roof. So I'm going to measure again. I'm going to draw it on, and then I'm going to cut it out. And after I'm done with that, I'm going to continue creating extra details in the foreground. In my case, I'm going to make trees, but you can add any details you'd like to add. Once your cardboard city sculpture is complete, you are ready to paint. So we're going to take our black acrylic paint and a nice big paintbrush, and we're going to cover the entire thing with black paint. Now don't get scared when we say we're covering the whole thing in black paint. This is a very important step for getting the cool effect that we want at the end. So I'm just putting the paint right onto the cardboard. That's because I don't have a paper plate with me right now. You would probably want to get a paper plate and have it sitting next to you with a pile of paint on the plate, not on your cardboard. But either way will work. Now I'm just using my paintbrush and I'm going to start spreading and painting all over. I don't have anything under my cardboard, so I'm being very, very careful not to get it underneath, but please don't do that. Please put something protective underneath you. Make sure that you're not painting on your table. But go ahead and just continue painting. You want to get it down into the little grooves, into the texture. You want to cover the entire thing as completely as possible with the black paint. So continue painting until you really can't see any cardboard. Now that we've painted our cardboard and it's nice and dry, we're ready to add the finishing touches with color. Now it's really important that we use more than one value of each color on each element of our sculpture. So for the sky, I'm finding several different values of blue that I can use in my sky to add extra depth and extra interest. That is going to make it look a lot better than if I just were to use one value of blue. So I'm going to, for each element of my sculpture, I'm going to find several different values that will work good together and that will create extra depth and detail. My sky looks great. My mountains look great. Now for my trees, I'm using these 3 values of green. Whatever element you're working on, make sure that you are using 3 different values of the same color to create that depth and detail. It will make it look so much better. I want you to pay attention here to how I color using the different values. First, I'm using the medium value for the base color. Then I grab the darkest value to add shadow at the bottom and the lightest value to add highlight at the top. That creates a lot of nice depth and detail for your artwork. Now notice that I did not cover up all of the black space. You want to see some of that black showing through. And there we have it, our completed cardboard city sculpture.